Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster Perfect Stats Guide. So we have just kind of arrived in the southern continent on the airship, and we're going to do a little bit of exploration here, take a look in at the shops, spend some of our hard-earned veldt cash. Yeah, there's not much here in... Which one is this? Albrook? Yeah, so, yeah, here's the, another pub overrun with Imperial soldiers. Much like, gosh, was that South Figaro? There's an elixir, by the way. Let's see here. Oh, yes. So I think this is less important than in previous iterations of the game, or maybe I should just say, normally I've actually used a lot of reflect rings for the Magitek Research facility. I didn't this time, and partly though that's I think because I do have the miracle shoes, but also. Yeah, I just don't... Well, yeah. I think maybe had I not had those... I'm sorry, actually... I think actually it's more that I've got flame shields. Flame shields are going to absorb any fire damage and then nullify ice. Meaning the Magna Rotors are not going to be able to do anything to us other than, physical hits. But spell-wise, they won't be able to touch us. So... that I think definitely is a factor in what I've decided, but the Hermes sandals are also available in one of these shops. I hope maybe I'm questioning now which one it is, and if I don't believe it's Chidor, so I assume it's down here on the southern continent. I would say at the very least, if you're not going to glitch the Ragnarok Esper, and you're going to try to do this, yeah, I suppose without those, at least have one more pair of Hermes sandals, so that you can have those on everybody, right? You can have them on. I'm taking Edgar, Locke, and we've got Cyan, and those three are going to be the ones that I have used. For the minecart ride, and again, I actually just really like I like being a bit faster. Having that speed advantage in that battle is pretty nice. So there's that, and also we're going to be running away from most of the Magna Rotors. I can at least see again in like previous iterations of the game where we had to be finishing certain battles with only Locke alive, right? Or, yeah, I guess that's the big problem is, if something casts a fire spell on Locke, well, I mean, good luck, you're basically toast, and that can really screw things up. But here again in this version of the game, we don't really have to worry about that or worry about it as much. So. Again, I should say, because of those flame shields, though, I don't know... though, to be fair, it's more that we can run away. That's actually, I think, the more appropriate rationale. We're just not going to be spending much time in those 5 battles, right? My goal was to actually not gain any experience whatsoever from the 5 Magna Rotor battles, and that's actually doable. Again, now that we're able to run away from those battles. So... and I should say, smoke bombs, very, very useful. So hopefully you've purchased those beforehand. I don't know if they're available other than in Nikia. So, I believe I pointed that out quite a while ago. But anyways, as far as the encounters are out here, I took this grass worm formation. This is the only formation with these monsters. So, and also the pack that they are a part of wasn't a pack that I was very concerned about, keeping, I don't know, monsters out of for the time being. I've made some decisions about the veldt, and I guess, there's a lot of these battles or a lot of the formations that I'm not that worried about right now because they'll be available up until the end of the floating continent, right? So there's just some of them that I just decided to not get all. Here's the Hermes sandals. So again, we've already got 2, but I would say that if you don't have the miracle shoes, I would say it's a good idea to grab another pair of those, just so that you can have haste on all 3 of your characters for the minecart ride. So that's my recommendation there. Again, I already had the miracle shoes, so I didn't purchase any, but that's my recommendation at the very least. As far as armor here, I would still say don't replace your helmets. I think those green berets are just too good. They're the fact that evasion works in this again iteration of the game makes those incredible helmets. Yeah, I mean, at least until probably the World of Ruin. So that's not going to be buying any mithril helmets, for instance. But also, so I came up here to this is Zen, or maybe that's a silent T, right? Maybe it's just Zen. Yeah, but I came up here to actually use the Chocobo stable here, and then of course I just happened to get into a battle here. Now this formation is fine as well. I prefer this one. This one's got the Lit War chicken. Why is it called that? Is that supposed to be short for something? Lit War. Anyways, I don't know. Maybe that's a reference to something. And then the Wyvern, and then the Dawn. The Dawn you can actually steal a tiger mask from, though I don't think that's really useful right now, because I think the only 2 people that can use that are Gao and Sabin, and I haven't taken either of those 2 with. And then on top of that, I actually don't know if it's any better than the Green Beret. I assume it's not. But anyways, all right, so we're jumping on a Chocobo here, and we want to go all the way down to Miranda. And I didn't want to, walk that far. Basically, you can make a little pit stop there at Vector, and then, pop on out and then head all the way back up to Zen. And, then, again, jump on the Chocobo there. Now, here's the other stable. It's down in here. I was wondering what was going on here, though. There's a little dot on the map that I don't understand, unless that's supposed to signify the airship when it crashes. But that's later on in the game. So why is that lit up on the map? I don't understand that. I do like the hidden Chocobo stable, being shown on the map, though. So that's cool. At least they, give you a hint. Tiger Mask. Strength 3, Agility 2, Stamina 1, Defense 21, Magic Defense 13. Yeah, maybe that's good later because of the Magic Defense, but actually, yeah, I don't think so. No, because that's not Magic Evasion, that's just regular Magic and 0 Evasion. Yeah, that's not very good. Yeah, I think that the Green Beret is still better. Anyways, all right, so here's some interesting stuff. So the Priest Miters are for sale here. Mithril helms, again, I think these are garbage. No reason to buy those. Mithril mail, mithril vest. Why did I think that golden armor was... No, that's not the case. That's later on. Mithril mail, I guess, is... Yeah, I guess technically that's a little bit better, right, than some of the stuff that we've got. Oh, yeah, for Locke, probably. I mean, that's not that great. What is that, 4 points of defense more? That's not that good. And I think Celes has the white dress, which is like, what, 5 magic? I don't know. That's not... Those really aren't upgrades, I think, for either of those 2. And then I did actually have 2 golden armors on Edgar and Cyan from morphing Hell Riders on the veldt. Let's see, Mithril Spear, Trident, that's new, but it's not an upgrade. I have the Golden Spear on Edgar as well. Again, though, I don't ever use his melee command, really, so the only time that ever is important, I suppose, is when he gets berserked, right, and he just starts going off on people. But here's Lola. That is the one that we sent all of the wonderful letters and books and records, all kinds of fun stuff to earlier there in the game. There's a remedy there in the crate. And it looks like that is it for Miranda. So we've got all stocked up. Again, I would say that probably the more important things though are going to be those. I don't know. The wall rings aren't so great, but no, I take that back. They are good. Yes, I'm sorry. They are really needed actually. Now that I think about it, if you don't have the flame shields, flame shields. That's a morph, so it's not likely unless you've kind of, I guess, done what I've done here and glitched not only glitched Ragnarok, but also morphed those bombs on the veldt. So keep that in mind. You will need the reflect rings for probably anyway for Ifrit and Shiva. There's a chance that you could be all right with just Celes, right? If you're staying on top of Runic, but I would say it's probably better to be safe than sorry and just buy some of those. So, yeah, so that's where we're at. All right, I think we are ready to head into Vector here. Yeah, looks like it. There's a little, like, healing station down in the little hut. I didn't bother going in there. That's a forced fight if you interact with the woman. A couple of guards jump you. I don't know if that's a different formation. It probably isn't, but I'm hesitant to even say that. But either way, I didn't want to get those, so I didn't bother. She will heal you, but I didn't think that was important enough to bother with. The weapons and armor shops here aren't anything fancy. There's nothing new here that we weren't able to buy in the other towns. And then I did run up, I think, up to where the Guardian is at, and I don't think that you could run from it in other versions of the game. I don't know. Maybe I got that wrong. Maybe you've always been able to run from it, but I did trigger this battle and then just ran away because I don't think even after I've glitched and done all of the crazy things that I've done, I don't think you can still beat this guy. Actually, I think he's flagged as I don't know. Again, I'm always hesitant to say these things now because I'm also super rusty, but he's got nothing to steal, so that's a shame. Alright, let me just see here. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, there we go. So I just ran, and yeah, I didn't want to get worked over by the Guardian. So what's this guy have to say? A warrior's warrior. Yeah, that's the guy that's he talks about General Leo there and how he's refused, the Magitek infusion or whatever. Okay, let's keep going here. Yeah, looks like. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, we're ready. I guess I'm ready to get started here. The Magitek Research facility was pretty intense. There was a lot of resetting my game going on there to avoid excess formations, which I think is semi important. I wouldn't say that it's that big of a deal. There isn't anything specifically with these formations that I'm really trying for. It was again more of an issue of not wanting excess formations popping up on the veldt. So I think I made that was what I made my decisions on. I'll also show you. Actually, I guess it's probably not going to be this video. There's another set of fights actually that happens on that corridor right there, and it's semi-important. Because of the decisions I made. So I don't think it's this video. After Ifrit and Shiva, there's another kind of like an inner corridor with some enemies called trappers. And I avoided those specific trappers there because the corridor further along that I just referenced has an enemy called the Chaser. And if the Chaser is alone, when it dies, it will summon 3 trappers. So again, trying to avoid like redundant veldt formations, I avoided the trappers that are after Shiva and different. Boy, hopefully that was easy to understand. But all right, anyways, there's the was it the flame tongue? So that's the yeah, those are okay because they give a little bit of extra magic. So honestly, it's probably not a horrible idea to put that on Celes, but I don't know if I actually did. I guess I didn't. Yeah, I didn't catch whether or not I actually equipped that or not. But this formation I kept, the Onion Knight in Proto Armor. Magitek Laser. Yeah. Oh, that's right. So there's 2 formations in here, at least that I came across. I don't know if there's any more. I guess to be completely honest, I don't think so. But one of them is that one right there with the 2 pipsqueaks in the Proto Armor. There's one other formation with Proto Armors, and it's 2 of them. The problem with the formation with 2 Proto Armors is that formation specifically doesn't show up on the veldt. So try to actually let me reference here just to see for sure. I want to make sure that that's correct. We're looking for the Proto. Yeah, Proto Armor Onion Knight ×2. That is pack 51. Yes, and that is the only formation with the Proto Armor that shows up on the veldt. So again, if you want a full veldt list, make sure that you get that specific Proto Armor Onion Knight. And I would say, like, you know, unless I specifically say here, make sure that you're getting all of these formations in this video. Here's the veldt Sergeant. Now, there's another formation that I could have taken with these 2 enemies, but I didn't. I went with that specific one. The other formation is the single Sergeant and then 2 veldt, right? So it's just the other formation is missing 1 Sergeant. The Sergeants have, I believe it's tents if you want to try to steal those. I didn't bother. I just wanted to get through here and yeah, and call it a day. It looks like I didn't rest up either before this, right? Because Edgar's running around at 0 MP. I guess it doesn't really matter, but yeah, actually there's a bucket further on inside that's that actually we can restore all of our health and mana at. So I guess I was probably just being that cheap, but all right. So zip across here, grab the Thunderblade. That's there's basically 3 swords here. One is the Thunderblade, one is the Flame Tongue, and one is the, what is the last one called? Blizzard, or did they rename that one too? We'll see here. It's coming up, but yeah, they're all, you know, the 3 different elemental swords, and they all add +2 to your magic stat. So it's actually not a bad idea, and I don't know why I didn't think about it until just now. I guess it didn't really matter. I'm not using the flash tool here, but flash goes off of your magic stat. So actually, it is a good idea to equip one of those weapons on Edgar. Ice Brand is the name of it. Sorry, yeah, it was called Blizzard in the other versions of the game, but. All right, so let's. We're gonna head up here. I had to do a lot of saves around this area, unfortunately. But there's a golden shield. Okay. You know, again, I've got flame shields, so that's not, you know, something that I'm going to equip. But they are pretty good. This is the save spree. Yeah. This is where I'm not going to lie. I had to reset my game so many times here. I kept getting into I think it was the 5 pipsqueak formation. And gosh, it was so obnoxious. But here I finally got a double Proto Armor. And again, this specific formation isn't a part of any veldt pack. So, you know, you might as well grab it. Ooh, that Magitek Laser felt good. Alright. Time to heal up. Alright, quick save. Yeah, well, there you go. Look at that. Another double proto armor. I like, like getting into these, formations where I don't have to reset. It's always a good deal when you get a little bit of a break from that process, because that gets really tedious. I'm really not looking forward to the floating continent. I can already feel that's going to be a real problem, but we'll cross that bridge once we get there. That floating bridge. I got nothing. I got nothing for that. All right, this is where the hidden room is at. So you just go in between the boxes and zip on down here. I know that it actually. Okay, so this wasn't the one that I was thinking of. There was a little bit later on where the break. Well, what is it called now? I think it's what is it? The stone. What is that one called? Stone. It must be on Stone Blade. Yeah, the Stone Blade is a hidden weapon that I know I missed in countless playthroughs. It's wild how I didn't know about that sword until. Yeah, I guess, I don't know, probably 10 years after I had played the game for the first time. But yeah, that was an eye-opener. I was like, wait, there's a stone, well, I guess it was, what was it called in the other, break blade, right? And I was like, wait, where is this thing at? What? I've never got a brick. So that was kind of interesting finding that for the first time. But all right, looks like we're good. Doing a lot of saving. Yeah, and again, oh my gosh. So this was actually the worst. This pipe, I got into battles with the 5 pip squeaks probably 20 times here. So I've cut out tons and tons of footage from that specific spot because I don't want the 5 pip squeaks, right? That's going to be redundant because we've already got the pip squeaks along with the proto armor. So again, I didn't want to see that. There's the double protos again. Those guys are really doing some work for us, or really helping us out. All right, so at this point, we're going to head on down here into the left. We take this path here. Basically, this makes a big loop. And the problem is if you go down the right side, you're stuck and you can't get up, and you need to be up above on the catwalk because there's a chest up there. So again, take this left path and save yourself a lot of backtracking. Yeah, boy, here's a bunch of more saves. Silver Lobo. Proto armor, I'm sorry. I'm watching 2 different screens at the same time, and I read off of the wrong one. Oh yeah, you know what? I guess we could have gone down the right side, right? Yeah, there's a ladder right there. That would have been fine. Don't go up though to the north. I don't know if we can take that lift. That might be a one-way lift that leads up. But either way, yeah, just we need to go down this way and grab these. What is it? A golden armor was that? I didn't catch that one. Again, I already morphed a couple of those from the Hell's Rider, which was fun. He's actually pretty easy to morph. There, I just showed you that. So this is the strategy kind of now that I've been using a lot, and I know actually I brought this up in probably the previous video, but now that all of my characters, or well, maybe not all of them, but actually, yeah, it's probably all of these ones anyway, are able to cast Thunder or Thundara. I was just nuking myself down instead of using like a teleport stone and then going back to the main menu and completely reloading. That process actually just takes a lot of time. And so I wanted to just avoid that by, basically it instantly reloads if you just die in battle. So Oftentimes that is exactly the way that I will do that. Oh, I bet I must have done it here too. Yeah, so again here, this is the, oh, nope, and then there it makes a liar of me, right? Because I didn't do that. Oh, that's, okay, so this was a, you know, we had a side attack. And so I didn't want to nuke one side, then nuke the other side. You know, I was just like, okay, I'm not even going to deal with all that. We're just going to use the teleport stone to get out, and we'll just reload the game. So that is the one instance though that I will not, you know, nuke myself down again. It's when we've got that split, the split battle like that, because again, then you have to, you know, have people nuke one side probably twice, sometimes 3 times, because I've got Shell from the Miracle Shoes, and it just becomes, you know, any time that I probably would have saved by, you know, not doing it this way, you know, it's probably not going to end up paying off for me. So, anyways, all right, let's. Oh wow, I left in a lot of these. I'm surprised. I thought that I had cut out all of the redundant battles, but apparently I didn't. I got lazy. Alright. Yeah, so there's Thundara. Man, Celes is packing a punch with that. All that extra magic. She's got quite a bit more magic than really anybody else, which you know, makes sense. But that white dress is doing work though too. Alright. Oh, and of course, we have to get into the battle right as we're stepping up next to the treasure chest. I'm really surprised. I must have not cut this right. I thought I took out all of these, you know, again, these excess battles here with the Onion Knights, you know, little jerks. But I got lazy, I guess, or I guess I wasn't paying enough attention. Little from column A, little from column B. But yeah, you know, the funny thing too here is, well, there's the golden helmet. Yeah, and that's unfortunate too. Those, I just don't think those are good enough to merit use, right? With the fact that the evasion bug or the evasion actually works in this version of the game, I think that the green berets are just better. That and the fact that they give you a little bit of extra health as well, so that's pretty nice. Gives you a little bit more leeway for making mistakes. But yeah, wow, here I am really inching along, huh? Yep, there's a cut there, meaning I got into a battle. There's another one right there, so that was another failed battle. And I think, oh, look at this, I'm really going to town. Yeah, so this is kind of what you have to do in a lot of areas. The Phantom Train was a lot like this too, where it's just like, take one step and save, take one step and save, take one step, you know, just keep working your way. You know, the other way that I guess you can do it is you know, just save it, reload, and every time you get a battle that you don't want, you could just go back, but or yeah, just reload your game. But like you do that like, you know, 5 or 6 times in a row and still get the same formation, and it's like, okay, well, had I just, you know, taken one step and saved, I'd actually be, you know, 5 steps forward instead of way back here still. So again, generally that's what I'm doing, and at least then it also feels like you're getting somewhere, because it feels like, you know, you save in one spot, you know, take 5 steps, get into a pipsqueak battle, and you do that 5 times in a row, and it's just like, oh my god, it feels so bad. So I'd rather at least, you know, get a little somewhere, use those quick saves, and yeah, and you know, you gotta abuse that mechanic, in my opinion. So all right, anyways, Kefka is throwing Ifrit and Shiva down into the trash down below, which is kind of funny because I'm equipped with Ifrit right now. Alright, so there's the side attack. This looks like the final proto armor battle, and then we'll drop down down below. am I doing? So I decided to switch up my equipment a little here. Huh. Okay, yeah, I guess saving before we... Yeah, I guess this is kind of like the point of no return right there, right? So yeah, once you drop down in there, you're committed to finishing this place. There used to be a hook here. I don't know that it... I don't know if it did anything, but yeah, there used to be a hook coming down from the ceiling there. Again, I guess maybe it was just for show. I don't remember now. But yeah, anyways. So right down in here is where the flan enemies are at, or flan. So definitely get into a battle with those. Now, you know what I was doing? I was looking up the different formations for the flan, and I think what I did, and the rationale that I used, was basically there's one formation with 4 flan, and then there's another formation where it's a single flan, but then it splits. So it splits into 2, and then it splits into... So it splits into 2, you kill those 2, and then 3 more pop up, right? So it's a total of 6 flan. Now, I wanted to just be able to one-shot like the entire group, right? Because that's a little bit time-consuming, right? You kill 1, okay, 2 more pop out, kill those 2, you know, blah, blah, blah. So I just wanted to be able to, you know, for instance, use like flash and just take everything out. The other interesting thing here is these guys have the Magitek shards. I didn't hang around to steal. Magitek shards are just too unpredictable. And so, you know, like, let's just say you want to use them to morph. Well, good luck, because those Magitek shards can choose, like, basically any Esper. You know, you can even use, I think you can even use Esper super early, but I don't know. I don't like the randomness to it, so I don't bother. But also it's a rare steal, and right now it's really difficult to steal. So I decided to not do that. If you want to do that though, you know, you could collect yourself up a bunch of Magitek shards here, and then you know, I don't know, morph things, I suppose, on the veldt if you wanted to try, but man, that is going to be a rough strategy, and super time consuming. I was reading, someone, you know, suggested that on the forums, and I was like, nah, I think that's a step too far for me. I think I would rather just, you know, glitch Ragnarok and go that route. So anyways, all right, so we're going to run away now. But again, this was the formation that I wanted. Again, the other one is, it starts out as a single and splits a couple of times, and it ends up being 6, but I wanted this one instead. So I'm going to go inside there and save before Shiva and Ifrit. But that's all the time I got for this one. So as always, hope the guide was helpful, and hope you join me for more videos. Thanks for watching.